Texas gerrymandered map just dropped. Yeah, I saw this one. This one's pretty good. Here's the plan. Let me see if I can find this by expected partisanship. Man, look at all those squiggly little lines going to well, all the cities. Carving them up. My understanding is that this map would be expected to pick up 5 House seats. Here we go. Look at that. This is it, ain't it? Couple of tiny little blue districts, and then all of these dark red ones are ones that they've split Democrat voters across. See? Look at that tiny little pack of blue around Austin and Houston and Dallas. And then you've got these fucking, well, you know, they're only doing it because they know they're going to get ass fucked in the midterms. Maybe. Dems might pass this map in New York in response. God, I wish. If the Democrats had any fucking balls. I want every goddamn state in the country to look like this. Please. You could do it. Actually, one of my preferred Twitter wonk accounts did post this. Even in a bad year for California Dems, like in 2024, you can create a 52 Democrat, 0 Republican map with no seat being less than Harris plus 10. Would probably eliminate 9 Republicans. If you're willing to create 1 or 2 GOP vote sinks, you can create a map with no seat less than Harris plus 14. So that's not a meme map right there. It's beautiful. If only Democrats had the spine. They need to do this. I know they have claimed that they are going to respond to Texas's threatened redistricting. They need to do it, or it's over. This country is well and properly fucked if they can't do this, okay? We've been gerrymandering back and forth across the line for a long time. It's not exactly a new strategy. Both parties have done it, but the proposed gerrymander in Texas is so egregious, so flagrantly unconstitutional, and it's such an obvious violation of people's right to a fair vote that you have to respond with war. There's a difference between people, you know, coming back with you know, favorable districting maps. Again, that's happened with both parties. This is another thing entirely, okay? This is psychotic. POV, you're looking at a Democratic gerrymander. That's true. Fun fact, most blue states can't jump on the rally for blue gerrymandering because most gave up a control of redistricting to independent commissions out of fairness a while ago. Yep. Same as it ever was. Republicans held on to the power to break the rules and Democrats gave it up for free. In a lot of cases, it was on the, what do you call it? It was on the ballot. The, why am I blanking on the name of this? When you just, referendums, thank you. So it wasn't directly pushed for, but still, this has to be done on a federal level, okay? If you think the world would be a better place if everyone's dicks were chopped off, okay, and it's us and them, all right, I'm gonna need to wait for the federal mandate to come down. I'm not willingly self-castrating first. Got to be fair with it. It's like nuclear disarmament, you know, how Russia and America, Soviets and America, were both willing to agree in the abstract to nuclear disarmament, but when it came to the specifics, everyone was real tight about the weapons they held. This is what Texas used to look like. That was a long time ago. Just don't ask me how long. I'm not that politically savvy. NBC has the map? Please. Oh ho. Okay, well, I would like it if it showed the expected outcome of these maps. So left side is current. This is current. Right side is proposed. Funny how just a few little changes like that do so much to mix up how it all goes down, huh? It doesn't look that fucked. I mean, it looks pretty fucked on both sides, but all it takes is a little bit of fiddling. There is also something to hope for. The fact that Texas has so many Democrats in it does mean that it's possible that they shake up the margins a little bit too much in some of these, you know, some of these cracked districts. It's possible they might be like, oh, well, we can get one more seat in here if we just accept both of these districts being 55-45, but maybe they underperform or the Democrats overperform, and all of a sudden, copium, you don't know what you're talking about, man. That's a real risk. That's the risk with gerrymandering. You crack and you pack, and the packs are solid, but if you crack across, you know, if you're too liberal with it, Texas is purple in reality, California and New York are not. That is true. I need them to do this. Texas. Any coverage now that the map is out? Here we go. K Houston 11. Take it away.
Big political news out of Austin today. Lawmakers have unveiled their proposed redistricting maps. Hanging in the balance, the future of congressional representation in the Houston area. Ron Trevino in the newsroom with a look at those maps. Ron.
Sure, man. Let's look at the map the way it currently stands here. This is the current congressional districts for Harris County. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Look at District 18. It's kind of like a circle here, or a C. 29 wraps around it. 9 is down here. So that's the current configuration. This is the proposed map right here. Look what happens to 18. Kind of going north to south, going further into Fort Bend County. 29 is more compact up here. 9 is totally different. What does this all mean? Well, I just spoke with a Rice Professor Emeritus in the Political Science Department, Paul Brace. What do you make of these maps?
I think the Republican majority is trying to dilute the minority voting strength in the Houston area.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think their particular target is 18, the vacant district vacated by the late Sylvester Turner. Incumbency is a very important factor in congressional elections, and so that district has no incumbent in it. If you can redraw the lines, it's going to be very hard for the person who gets elected in that special election to get reelected once the regular election occurs in 2026.
So he says they're targeting District 18. Of course, more on the maps and reaction to all this coming up at 4, 5, and 6. Texas Democrats not too happy about this proposed map. The fight continues up in Austin. Sharon Men, we're watching.
No, you are. Thanks, Ron. We'll be right back.
Hello. God, anyone else been getting flooded lately with these fucking cave death videos? I only watched the one, and it was from Internet Historian. I have no idea why they're in vogue now. Crazy considering you could gerrymander Texas blue if you wanted. That's the power. Inshallah. One day. New Texas map by 2018 Senate. Oh, that's interesting. Don't do quite as bad here, huh? A lot more blue seats. Well, unfortunately, the Democrats are probably not going to overperform in the upcoming midterms. Yeah, I watch H-Bomber, Lexi G, don't worry. Not unless they get their shit together fast. They won't. And they're free to prove me wrong. Kathy Hochul's been... Or Kathy Hochul? I always get this fucked. We'll see what she, Pritzker, and Gavin Newsom are able to do. Here there are also some plans to maybe district over in Washington. Hochul. I never remember it. I never remember it. I never remember it. Well, we'll see. Current projections, how do you think Dems will do? Barely take the House and make no gains in the Senate? Right, as of right now, and keep in mind we're still more than a year out from Election Day, there is absolutely no counter-narrative from the Democrats. None. None. No unified effort, no big push. I really think it speaks to the weakness of the Democratic Party that the biggest show stealer of the year so far has been Zohran Mamdani, who is, to be clear, fantastic, but also not a national candidate, not even a state-level candidate, a city-level candidate. That's been the guy. A city-level, admittedly for New York City, but still, candidate. Was Eric Adams as big of a deal way back when? No. Not just because he's a much worse candidate, but also because, again, we're looking to the federal government, and there's just been no narrative. You know? All right, Otoria. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Republicans held on to the House. On one hand, the Democrats haven't done much. On the other hand, Republicans tend to underperform in midterms because their beloved cult leader isn't on the ballot. So, we'll see. So you don't think Cortez, Sanders, Tor did anything? No, not really. I don't think it did a thing. Unfortunately, I'm very unimpressed by them at the moment. I forgive Sanders because he's a million years old. He's done so much with his life. Honestly, the man deserved to have retired a decade ago, you know? But for AOC, I'm pretty disappointed in her. What'd she do? Watch my videos. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell. I think she proved she's weak and has to earn back the left's respect and trust again. Yeah, listen, it's not all essentialist, right? I mean, if she pulls one off, then maybe things can change in the future. It'd be nice. It's certainly not a done deal. You know, she's pretty young. She has lots of time to do more good things. But she does need to do them. She supported Bernie's bill to stop giving weapons to Israel. That's great. Unfortunately, she still wants to supply the Iron Dome. Not to say it's not good, but put her on breaking point so Crystal can interrogate her. That would be a rough one to watch. That would lead to a lot of discourse. Ooh.